finish you if you did that. Now, what do we need? Let's get everything. They were counted.
Well, now you want less.
We've got to find this thing here now. There we go. Bring across. Commenties. Good morning, everybody. Yes, happy Easter, everybody. Morning to Jack Durkin. How are you? Morning. These comments are wrecking my head. Morning from Tipperary. Happy Easter, Maxine. Hello, Audrey. Jackie, how are you doing? Deborah, morning, family, everybody. Morning, Paul. Thank you, Laura. How are you, Laura? What's keeping you? Where is Dills? Sorry, Madge. Sorry, we're a little bit behind schedule. You know, Madge has been waiting for us all morning. Sorry about that one, Madge. But we're here now. Do I definitely need buttermilk? Who's that? Ian? No, you don't, buddy. No, just regular milk will do. Buttermilk is what I'm using, but regular milk is fine. Dipna, happy Easter to you. Morning, Emer. Hey, Paul, how are you? Morning. Hope you didn't go mad on the chocolate eggs. No, we don't celebrate Easter in this house. Sure, we don't do Easter eggs. No Easter bunny. There's no Easter eggs coming today in this house. No. We said we'd actually make the scones first, and then we might have a little look to see if. Jesus, loads of you coming in, lads. Happy Easter to all of you guys. Hey, I'm doing your job. Come on.
You're supposed to be cooking.
I know, that's very true. That is very true. Well, so good morning, guys. And we said yesterday we're going to make scones for the kind of like the warm up for the fry up. See what I did there? They can't see you when you sit all the way over there. The warm up for the fry up, and it's more just. Some people, I think, in some of the countries around the world, going, "What the hell is a full Irish breakfast?" And they don't know what we're talking about. So we're going to show you scones first of all, and I'm going to show you very simple, no weighing, no recipe, no nothing. I want you using your head, right? So this is for all the people who went and drove off to their holiday homes and left their cookbooks back in their houses. And went, oh, I've no recipe for scones, but I'd love a scone. I'm going to show you how you make them. Whatever recipe. See? We think of everybody, even the people who travel to their holiday homes. Outside the 2 kilometres. You see what I'm doing here? That's what we're going to do today. 11 o'clock is the actual full-on fry-up. Simple tricks of the trade that will make you the most amazing fryer. We do it quite regularly on a Sunday. There's loads of people tuning in. How are we all doing, guys? Come on, would you...
Morning all, I love making scones.
Who said that?
Rose.
Good man, Rose. Or good man, Rose. Sorry, Rose. Thanks, Rose. Good woman, Rose, even. Rosie. God, it's not the same thing. It's like, what would I call you, Dylan? It's the same as Dylan. Morning, Laura. See? Okay, right. So let's get cracking. These, you can do any kind of scone you want, right? Hands washed, all that kind of malarkey, right? I thought I was going to do it with coconut, but I found I don't have coconut. So I'm doing it with chocolate chips. You can put in raisins, sultanas, frozen raspberries work really good. My sister makes possibly, I was going to say the best scone, probably second best scone in the world. Up in their deli up in Dublin in Foxrock Avenue. Simply delicious. If all the madness is over, you can pay that place a visit. I have a 2 kg bag of flour. I have no idea how much I'm going to put in there. I'm missing about a third, so it's about 1.5 kgs. So we're putting in about, I don't know, what does that look like? We're putting in about 500 grams, give or take, right? Again, it's the consistency I want you looking at, okay? Now we put in a bit more. The great thing about this is, so we're putting in about maybe say 600 grams, 600 grams, don't worry about it, okay? And I know you all panic about, I need to know the exact recipe. I'm trying to show you, no you don't. It's only when you're making like baking. I know this is a kind of baking, but it's not really. But like more like say sponges or the pizza dough that we made, where you need specific measurements. This, you don't, okay? So that's the way I want you thinking, right? I want you looking at the consistency and how easy it is if you make a mistake just to fix the consistency, okay? So we're putting in, you need to look at all the questions coming in now, Bills.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn it, yeah, you see, you're asleep.
No.
Sleep up till 4 o'clock in the morning last night.
327 people watching.
How many?
327.
Wow, that's a lot. But there's more. We know how there's more because it only counts as if you click on it from our page. That's the only thing. Because that's why you look at the end and you go, oh my God, there's like 4,000 or 5,000 views. That's because a lot of people are watching it through their own feed. Anyway, what do we put in there? 500-600 grams of flour. Self-raising flour. All I have is plain flour. Plain flour and a tablespoon or a teaspoon or two of baking powder, baking soda. It's the same thing, okay? So it's fine. So I'm going to put in maybe, I'm not going to put in a huge amount of salt. I'm only kidding, that's sugar. It's about maybe say 60 grams of sugar because we're putting in chocolate chips into it, okay? And now...
Emma said, do you need buttermilk?
No, I'm using buttermilk, but you can use plain butter, or plain milk is fine. And I'm using a kind of a margarine-y, spready kind of, but if you don't have it, just use butter. It's pretty much the same thing. In fact, loads of people don't want to use margarine. That's up to yourselves. And I'm going to put in, what's that? Is this 4 ounces or 8 ounces? It's 250 grams. Bloody Europeans, we have to call everything in grams now. So I'm going to put in about maybe half of that, give or take. So about 100 to 125 grams of your butter or your margarine. Now, so just break it up like this, and we're going to then just kind of tips of our fingers, bit of air, and kind of like mix it all through. Okay, now don't worry, anyone who's coming onto the screen panicking, this isn't the fry up. The fry up starts at 11. Just want to show you just how simple it is to make a few scones. So bring it up, tips of your fingers, put them all through, and there's grannies all over the world going, that's not how you make scones. I make a scone. It doesn't. You see, that's the beauty of cooking. It doesn't matter what recipe you use. I guarantee you'll see amazing scones at the end of this. So get all the butter or the margarine mixed through with your flour. And all these video guys, they all stay up on our Facebook page, so you can go back and look at them at any stage. If you don't have this stuff now, you might decide Wednesday when you're out doing your shopping, do you know what? I'll buy a bit of that and I'll make scones on Thursday.
Kira said, if not using chocolate chips, would you add more sugar?
Yeah, throw in about another 40 or 50 grams of, double up the sugar basically, just make them a little bit sweeter. Good question, Kira. Kira's paying attention. Gold star. Kira, no homework for you tonight for such a good question. Dills, you've got homework tonight. Because you were late. Sean has double homework for yawning behind the camera. Sean, you going to say good morning to all your fans? Like, you know, there's got a lot of people out there saying hello, Sean. You know, you're going to say hello to them?
Good morning.
Oh, Sean's too cool. Like, Sean's 14. Like, whoa, way too cool. I'm on TikTok and shit. I don't need this. Getting me hold a bloody camera for you every day. Now, look how easy this is. So it doesn't matter if it's not all the way put through. Obviously, it does melt kind of inside. Now, I'm going to give my hands a quick wash. Dill's going to read out a couple of comments and sing a song. Did you say Happy Easter to everybody, Dills?
Happy Easter.
How many Easter eggs did you get today?
Haven't looked yet.
Quick wash of my hands. Read out a few comments there, Dills.
He said good morning and happy Easter.
Lovely. We'll say Happy Easter back to Lisa.
Happy Easter back. Jennifer has said how much butter?
I don't know. It was about maybe 100, 125 grams. It's about maybe a quarter of the butter to the amount of flour. But don't get too caught up on the exact measurements. It doesn't matter. You'll see when these are finished. It doesn't matter. All these guys with their exact precise recipes, it doesn't matter. It's like following some of these guys' recipes is like trying to assemble an IKEA kind of bulky pack thing. You're always left with one or two screws and a couple of bolts and you go, and it's like the same when you follow these guys' recipes. All of a sudden you're left with 4 mushrooms and an onion and you go, what the hell, I followed the recipe. Don't worry about recipes. Simple stuff. Okay, now, so we're going to get our hands messy in a sec. So I want to get myself organized with a tray, and you can put a little bit of flour on the bottom of that so that they don't stick, but I love putting my baking paper, whatever you call it, greaseproof paper on that. It saves all the washing up. So now I'm going to add in chocolate chips. I have no idea how long these have been open for, but they're going in. Don't worry about measurements. That's a 100 gram pack, is it? And that's about maybe a quarter, so about 125 grams. If I didn't have that, there'd only be 100 grams going in. If I didn't have that, there'd only be about 25 grams going in. You see what I'm saying? So don't be worrying about any of these kind of things. Bang in your chocolate chips. Lovely. And these ones are actually white chocolate chips. Don't think we've ever made white chocolate scones. That's the beauty of cooking. You just bang in whatever you want. There's probably a lot.
Yeah.
You should nobody knock it. So we're gonna have really chocolatey chips. So at this stage, so there was 125 grams, so it's 123 grams now. At this stage, if you're using your coconut, throw your coconut in. If you're using your sultanas or your raspberries or whatever, throw it in now at this stage, okay? So what are we doing now? Actually, I don't need that board. I do. We'll push it over here to the side for a second so you can make a roll in case I need to take out my dough. Now, so at this stage, add in our buttermilk. Okay? And we're going to put in enough. Don't worry about as much. So, what's that? That's a litre. I'm going to start off with about that amount and see how it looks. And if it needs a bit more, I might put in a little bit more. Look, it's okay to make the mistakes. Okay, that's what I'm trying to teach you. It's okay to make the mistakes. That's how you learn to cook. And confident cooking is when you don't even look at recipe books or anything, because you just know it should feel this way, it should look that way. That's the level I'm trying to get you guys to at, okay? And look what we put in. It's not exactly the most expensive stuff in the world, so it's okay to make a mistake. You put in too much milk, a bit more. Yeah, he's not even listening.
I was looking at the comments.
Sorry, Jill, no, we just wait for you to catch up. What are you going with?
Is Sean doing tones? Is Sean doing tones out of the...
Oh, tones. For anyone that doesn't know, when I first started doing videos on YouTube about 10 years ago, Tones was my cameraman, and we used to always have the bit of banter and all that kind of bit of crack. And Tones was my restaurant manager at the time, and he left me. Tones left me. And the thing is, if he hadn't stayed, he could be part of this whole superstar crew that we are. Did you see your man in America copying us yesterday? About the birthday thing. About my son, like, he can't have a birthday party, he'd love anyone for more, and he loves geography. Did you see all that? Wonder where he got that idea from. Got a lot more views and likes than we did, though. See, we plant the seed and the other guys, they go. Anyway, okay, back to our milk, buttermilk. Give it a good shake. So I'm going to start off with, that's about that much. It's how much? A litre. So it's about 300 mils. Let's see how that looks, right? Again, don't worry, hands clean. And kids, love this. Get your hands in there and start mixing. Shawnee, come right into the bowl so people can see, right? So just start mixing it up like so. And now is when you start playing it by ear. So start off with a little less, okay? Because it's easy to add more than it is to take it out, okay? So just start, you're looking to form a really simple dough, okay? So I know I need a little bit more in there already, and this is why I'm telling you to do it this way, because you're learning, going, okay, yeah, now I understand. Okay, so we're gonna start off with a little bit more. So now we're up to about maybe 350 mils. But don't be quoting me exactly on the mils. Look into the bowl, see how it looks. Nobody teaches you how to cook this way. This is the best way to cook, because now you know. It doesn't matter what measurements I use, it's the consistency I'm looking for is what is important. How are we doing on comments there, Dills?
Deirdre said, inspired by your videos and your ultra cool helpers, it's okay to make mistakes. Well done, boys.
Absolutely. How do we learn? By making mistakes. There is no such thing as a mistake unless you do the same mistake twice. That is the definition of stupidity.
Jennifer said, do you not use eggs?
No, I don't use eggs. But if you have a recipe that has eggs in it, belt away. We don't. See? That's the beauty of cooking. Somebody might have come up with the most perfect. So I know that's it's still a little bit sticky, but I still have a few crumbs left in it. So I know I'm not a million miles off my dough. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, was it Einstein who said it? Somebody will be able to correct me on that. The definition of stupidity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I just need a tiny little bit more milk just to fill up those last little bits. And now we're going to pretty much have our dough. How are we doing on the comments there, Dills?
Where's Happy Easter, Paul, Sean and Dills from Lausanne.
Lovely.
Why do you not use an egg?
Because I don't. I don't know. Why do you use an egg? Who has that? Go down one. Emma. Okay. Why do you use an egg, Emma? It's like the what do you call it? The burgers we did. All these guys are telling you must put in egg and bread to bind it. No, you don't. We didn't put an egg or bread into it at all, did we? No. So don't believe everything these guys are telling you. A little bit of flour on our little countertop. And then we're going to take out our dough. And we're going to trick it over here. Dills, throw that into the sink for me, please. Okay, so now I showed you, I put a little bit extra milk in there to make it a bit more sticky to show you how we fix it. Okay, so that's how you understand, and it's really, really simple. So a little bit of flour on our countertop. Clean off your hands with all the stuff that's on it. And then you just put it onto a little bit of flour, and that'll stop the stickiness. And we've pretty much made our dough. How simple was it? And this is what, I want somebody to turn around and go, I can't believe it's that easy. That's all, you didn't measure anything, you didn't do anything, you just threw a load of stuff into a bowl, and there you go. Yeah, exactly. How do you think they discovered how to make scones? You do realise they made scones long before there was weighing scales. Do you understand? Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
So we don't need to measure anything. Everyone's saying, oh, I'm going back to baking, it's amazing. This, what do you call it, virus is brilliant because I'm doing all kinds of things that I never did before. It's amazing. Well, then really go back to basics. Then use your head, use your mind, use your brain. Don't be using cooking books. Okay? Now, so somebody is sitting there going, I would love to make scones, but I don't have a scone cutter. Neither do we. Dills, go get me a pint glass. So I want you to feel the consistency of that. So you know, you don't want it sticky. Now you pat it down, like so. I'm gonna wash my hands quickly. You want it maybe about kind of an inch thick, give or take. Don't go getting a ruler now trying to measure it. Okay, just look at it. That looks like about an inch thick. And now I'm gonna go cut my hand, or wash my hands. Cut my hands. Lovely. Okay. Give him a couple of comments there. Let's read out the stuff that's going on.
Treyvaud said, can't believe it's that easy. Yeah.
Well, there you go. You see, it's simple. That's why these guys, they don't want you knowing how easy it is. Because then you don't need them. It is that easy. It's not me that's simplifying these things. It's all these other guys complicating the things. That's how you make a scone.
Pauline said, my mother never used a weighing scale. Love you guys cooking.
Well, I love your mother too, because that's real baking. That's real cooking. That's fantastic. So, if you're using a glass, because I don't have a stone cutter, just be careful. Don't put in too much. Well, you look as if you've got a good comment there. I can tell you're getting it. Who said that? Padraig Jones. Glory, glory. PJ, I'm going to pretend we didn't see that, okay? Now, if you're using a glass like I'm using, just don't be putting in way too much pressure onto it, okay? So just do a little bit of a shaky, shaky, shaky. Oh my God, we have a scone. I haven't weighed anything. I don't have a scone cutter, and we've still made scones. Mad. Now, let's keep going. And as I said, you put whatever you want to put into it. So, coconut, raisins, sultanas. What else could you put into it, Dills?
Fruit, strawberries.
Strawberries? Nah, that wouldn't work. I'm only messing. You can put whatever you want to put into it. So, how many scones are we going to make here? We're probably going to get about 8 or 10 out of this. Okay, and so that's the whole concept of what we're trying to do. I know there's all these guys showing you recipes and cook-alongs and all that kind of stuff. We're trying to show you, A, have a laugh, B, this is how easy it is to cook, okay? Don't be getting caught up and bogged up by, I can't do this and I can't do that. Yes, you can. Very, very simple. Now, reshape it again, and we go again. Anything else there for us, Dills?
Teresa said, oh my God, I want to have one with butter and jam, yum yum.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, a lot of people's grannies never used weighing scales.
Yes.
Who said that?
A lot of people.
Yeah, but they're right, because like they didn't. That's because it's like, you know, oh my God, I wish I knew how to make ice cream. Ice cream was made long before an ice cream machine was ever invented. So just that's what we're talking. Look, here's the last piece, right? And this is going to be my scone, because you know why, Dills? This is going to be bigger. Okay? Actually, no, I'm going to make 2 out of that. Will I? That's a bit too big, because I do have a lot of sausages to eat and rashers to eat later on. So look, won't fit into the pint glass, break it in half. See? We're using our brains as we go along all the time. Yeah, so that's the whole point. Most things were made by mistake. Eaten mess. Actually, there's one I can do for the kids. I'll show you how to make an eaten mess. Easiest dessert in the world. We'll do that next week. Easiest dessert in the world. Look, use your hands. I don't even have a pint glass. Okay, no problems. Use your hands. Okay? Use your brain. Use your mind. That's what this is all about. Okay? Last one. And people are going, how many scones does that make? Well, that actually make 10. Now, if I was to make this again tomorrow, there's a good chance I might have made 12, because I wouldn't be measuring anything either. So, look at that. There's our last one, Dills. All that chocolate, guys, is going to gooey and ooze out into it and all that kind of stuff. And some of it might even fall out onto the page. Doesn't matter. Wash the hands, egg wash, and we're good. So is anybody actually making these scones, lads? Let me know, Dills.
Are you using plain or self-raising flour?
I'm using self-raising flour, but you can use plain. And if you use plain, just throw in a little bit of baking powder instead. Now, what do I need? Oh yeah, my egg for my egg wash. I love watching. There was actually one of the episodes we did on Treyvaud Travels, which is coming up in June on Virgin Media. We're down in Jersey Island, and I'm with Rosari, and I loved it because it was the exact same. I think we made scones there as well, and she was just like chucking a bit of stuff in and chucking a bit of this into it and threw it. She used an egg. She might have thrown an egg into it. I can't remember. Anyway, you'll see it in June. And we were just having a chat, and I made jam because I was showing her how easy it was to make jam with no measurements, with no jam, sugar or anything. Simple jam, just a bit of fruit and a bit of sugar. Boil the crap out of it. Jam, ta-da! Jam. You'll see that coming up in January. That's what I love. So I love about all these people say, yeah, my granny never weighed anything. That's proper cooking if you ask me. Now, so I'm going to a little bit of egg wash. So you should have your ovens on. Is anybody making these, Shani? Did anybody say they're making it?
Padraig Jones is baking your scones.
Oh, good man, PJ. Padraig Jones and his beloved sister Siobhan, very good friends of ours in Kenmare. They have the fantastic Coachman's Bar and Restaurant and Hotel inside in Kenmare. So good to have you on board, guys. I hope the kids got their hands. I should have let you get your hands stuck in this, but we'd still be waiting on you to mix if it was you, and probably half would be on the floor by now, a little bit on the screen. Is that up to? Jeez, lads, we should do this on Sunday from now on. Loads of people watching this morning. Don't forget, the big fry up is at 11 live. I just wanted to do this just to get you all up out of bed, really, so that you're ready for 11. And there is method to my madness for the 11 o'clock fry up, because you'll be eating it by 12 at the latest, and then you don't need to cook anything until the dinner that night. Brilliant. Genius. Little bit of egg wash. You should have had your ovens on. There's the scones. Look at that. We didn't weigh anything. We didn't have a scone cutter, and we still made scones. How did we do it? Is this man a magician? Is he a freak? No. Well, I am a freak. Okay, here we go. How long did they take? They take as long as until they are cooked, because your oven could be slightly different than mine. My oven has been on maybe for 10 minutes. Yours might have only been on for 6 minutes. So that kind of stuff. So it's in and around 20 to 25 minutes. What time is it now? You know what we'll do? We'll clean up, we'll go along, and we'll see how we're getting on. And I can tell you what to get ready. Yeah, that goes down there, doesn't it? Yeah. So we'll clean up. Any questions, guys? Give us a shout. Anybody worried about things for, say, for later on for the dinner? Any kind of question, give us a shout. Deborah, is that egg or butter? That's egg for the egg wash that we put on. Sorry, buddy. So I'm going to clean up. Dills, you're in charge of the comments there, Shawnee. See if anything's coming in. If I give a bit of a wash up as you go along, always, lads. Trust me, keep the place clean.
Adele said, Jeff will making scones today. You make it look so easy.
Well, that's good. It's not me who made it look. Who said that?
Adele.
Adele. It's not me who makes it look easy, Adele. It is that easy. It's everyone else who complicates things. It's not. You need this butter. You need that. You don't. You don't need anything. Just use the brains. What else have we got coming up?
What oven temperature?
180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 Fahrenheit, which is gas mark 4. I think.
We are using frozen berries, and the kids are there. And the kids are there, cream and jam ready for them.
Oh yeah, perfect. What are the kids' names? Kelsey, we give them a shout out if we can see it. Sorry if we missed the shout out, guys. We are absolutely inundated with comments all the time. We try and get them out as quickly as we possibly can, but we do miss a few because there's so many coming in. But we love it when you're giving us a shout out. So see what I say, lads? Clean up, clean up, clean up. Get everything cleaned up, clean up. Any questions coming in, Shawnee? You seen anything? Dills is asleep, I think, today.
I missed how much butter you used.
It's okay, we don't know. How much butter did we use, Dills? We don't know how much we use. Who asked that? You have to find the name so I can say it back to them. Missed how much butter. Anne, we don't know, Anne. Go back to the video. And we said it's about 25% butter to flour. But don't worry about it if it's a bit more or a little bit less. Same thing. So I think we used, what did it was about 125 grams of butter but we didn't measure it, and we didn't measure the flour either, so we don't know.
Can you use milk instead of buttermilk?
100%. Same thing, no problems at all. I prefer, it's like pancakes. The American style pancake is buttermilk. So yeah, same thing. If you can get buttermilk, I think buttermilk is better. That's my own thing.
Happy Easter from Chicago. Thanks for doing this, everyone.
Happy Easter from Chicago. Who said that?
Teresa.
Patricia. Happy Easter from Kenmare to Chicago. Patricia. Patricia or Patricia?
Sean.
Well done, lads. Are you awake, lads? Sean's like... I'm amazed the camera isn't facing the roof, because Sean's like... up all night, watching more crap on telly. And then you tell him to go to bed. Oh, Dad! He's fast asleep. Dad, I'm watching this. Like, you're snoring. You're asleep. No, I'm not. I'm watching this. What happened? Does anyone else have kids like that? Anyway, so we're not a million miles off it. What we can do is now... Is anybody making the scones, guys, apart from PJ? Let us know. Clean up, so that way you don't need to work time management. This is what I drive into the heads of everybody.
Samantha said, Happy Easter.
Thank you, Samantha.
Jessica.
Happy Easter to you too. So, we're going to, what time is it now? It's 10 o'clock, so we're going to be going live in about an hour for our fry. So I can kind of start getting that ready. Show you what we're going to be doing. See, clean up always as you go along, lads. It's just such a great thing to do.
Alison said, Happy Easter from Annapolis, Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Cool. It's amazing how many people from America we have come along, guys, to the page. It's just absolutely brilliant. Shawnee, come over here and have a quick look in the oven. We're only in about 5 or 6 minutes, I think. Let's have a little look. Show my board back there. Let's have a little look. Ready? We're going to open it up and leave them up. Look at that. Already rising, taking into shape. Look at that. Beautiful. Didn't measure a thing, but we still made scones. So, what are we doing for our fry? Oh yeah. Here's what I want you to have for your fry, guys. Potatoes. I don't have... What kind of potato? Potatoes. Have some potatoes. If you saw the video we did during the week, we're going to try and do something crazy and flick something. It could end in tears. I'm telling you now, it could end in tears, but we're going to do it. So spuds, we're going to make an amazing rusty. Beans. What else do we need, guys? All our fry stuff, which is rashers.
Patricia wants to know where in Kerry is your restaurant.
In Killarney. Restaurant is in Killarney, but we live in Kenmare. What else do we need, guys? Oh yeah, my sausages. I'm only doing this, guys, because I want to show you the scones coming out. Let me know if you've made these scones, please. We got our sausages. Look at this Ross Carberry pudding. I know Avril and her family really well. Amazing product. Saw it in Super Value there yesterday. We got our Heinz beans. We got our Denny sausages. Jeez, we're promoting everybody, lads. Denny sausages and rashers. And who made these? Who made these sausages? Super Value themselves made those sausages. That's what we're doing. If you go to your local butcher, by all means do it. I didn't think of that yesterday.
Or bacon ketchup.
Oh yeah, good man, Dills. From Declan and his gang. We're going to be trying this out now for our breakfast. We got this sent during the week from Earn Larder, Irish bacon ketchup. Sorry, Ian. Irish bacon jam and Irish stout onion chutney. Eggs. What else do we need, guys? That's pretty much it, isn't it? Oh Jesus, mushrooms and onions. Dills, you're asleep. Come on. Mushrooms and onions. We're going with the full kit caboodle in this fry-up. Mushrooms, only 79p. How cheap is that? So now, we've got about another 7 or 8 minutes for them to be ready. Heinz beans, there you go, Ian. I knew you'd like that. Do you not know where the restaurant is, Sean? That's actually very I love it. So you should answer that one. You see what Nicola's getting at there, Sean? You know, kind of using the old. The scones, my scones with blue. I love it. Hey, Marie. There's a fada there somewhere. Is that a fada?
Mora.
Yeah. Is that Mora? Sorry, Mora. See, Shawnee, you're alright. Your scones with blueberries are in the oven. Lovely, Mora. I made the scone right along with you, and mine are gluten free. Thanks for making it so easy. You're very welcome, Tina. He didn't expect to see you for another hour. You must. Oh, hi. Thanks, Stills. Hi, didn't expect to see you for another. Yeah, we were just saying, Margaret, what we're doing is we're just it's the kind of warm up to the fry up. That's all we're doing. We said we'd make a few scones just while we're waiting. Hello from Leash. So this is more kind of like the kids can do the scones when they look back at it as well. They can also do the fry up as well later on. Actually, my daughter Sarah says hi from Tim. Hi Sarah. Sarah Kaplan. Lovely products from Mana. Well done, Declan O'Donoghue. Yeah, it was lovely. Declan got on to us there last week and asked could he send us down some stuff. It was a lovely surprise. So thanks a million. Look, can't wait to try it now, I have to admit. So the method to the madness, mums and dads, is that, do you know when sometimes a fry is pretty good, let's just say, soakage? You know what I'm saying? So if you happen to be maybe going out maybe on the Saturday night, and hello Bernard Treyvaud from Geneva. Hello Bernard, we've never met, but apparently we're related somewhere along the line. There's not too many Treyvauds in the world, so we must be. Waiting to see if this fry will work at Pug Fair. I know the humour. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Podrick Jones, what's he saying? Will you leave a couple of scones at the front door when they're ready I thought you were making them, PJ. Yeah, so the method to my madness is, mums and dads, is that when you know you're going out on the Saturday night and you might need a little bit of soakage on the Sunday morning, buy the fry stuff on the Saturday and tell all the kids that they're in charge of breakfast the following morning. Now there's a full video coming up at 11 o'clock to show them exactly how to do it. See, method to my madness. Bachelors are the only beans. Paul, oh my God. I don't think Ian will be too impressed with me calling that one out. Can you use cream? I missed that. Can you use cream for what? In the scones? To make the scones? I suppose you could maybe a bit of cream and a bit of milk. I wouldn't use all cream, or maybe you're on about whipping up cream. Look at those scones as they're rising beautifully. Replying, he's done this already. I've just started the roast for today's dinner. Any tips? Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, it depends what time you're going to eat at. I've just started the roast. What time is it? 10 o'clock. Cormac, what are you roasting? A swan? What are you cooking now? That's going to take 4 or 5 hours to cook. It'll be interesting to see that. Everyone's asking me, can you show us how to do a leg of lamb? And we're kind of going like, wow, like a leg of lamb is just banging in the oven. Like a little bit of salt on top for an hour and 45 minutes if you want it kind of medium rare. There's not much to show you how to cook a leg of lamb. That's why we said we'd go with the fry. Just waiting now for that. What else do we need to do, Dills? Potatoes, if you want to be a little bit prepared for, we'll say for the fry at 11, quarter your mushrooms, peel your onions, slice them, peel off a couple of cloves of garlic as well. We're going to be throwing that in. You can open up your tin of beans and put them into a small pot. You can have this is what I'm going to do with my pudding. I'm going to peel it and just slice it about an inch thick or so. You can have all that kind of stuff already ready. And what else? Where are our comments gone? For the potatoes, hash browns this morning, what do we need? Aaron, aged 8, asking. Aaron, I love the way you're organised. Fantastic, Aaron. Aaron, that is Aaron. Aaron O'Connor. Aaron, you need to peel your potatoes, but we'll only do it at 11 o'clock, and a potato grater, okay? Because if you peel your potatoes too soon, they go black. So we'll do that together, right? So we're going to peel them, we're going to grate them, we're going to squeeze out, Aaron, you're going to love it, you're going to squeeze out all the water from the potatoes. It'll be like stuff flying everywhere. It's going to be cool, because Mom's going to have to clean up everything afterwards. And then we're going to put a little bit of salt, pepper, and herbs in it, and a big frying pan. We're going to make one massive, huge hash brown. Yeah, the nice name is Rusty. We're going to try and flip it. And I guarantee you half of you are going to miss it. I could miss it too. I hate doing it all the time, but it's a bit of crack. So that's all you need for that, or else we can flick it out onto a plate and flick it back over. I have a leg of lamb in the slow cooker since 6 a.m. 6 Mairead. You remind me of my mother-in-law's cooking. At 6 a.m. Why'd you laugh at that?
She's not on Facebook.
Could you put the ingredients up for the scones? Yes, we did. It's on the video. Flour, buttermilk, sugar, and we had chocolate chips. But you'll see exactly how it's all done, Antoinette. Chocolate buttons work instead of the chips. Give it a lash, Gina, and we will find out. Oh, you've got plenty of those in the house. The Easter bunny might have dropped over. I chopped them up a little bit. How are we looking now? We're nearly there. If you want to switch off and come back at 11, that's fine. But if you want to see how these scones are looking, this, lads. Give it a quick dicky around, turn it around. We're about 4 or 5 minutes away. Touch them, I'm always telling you, don't be afraid, touch your food. You'll see they're still a bit soft, so they're not ready. So let's bang them back in. I love the way the chocolate chips are coming out and beginning to melt. What else have we got here now? Dahi O'Shea would love you on the Today Show. Pauline, I'll tell you a story about that over a pint some night. It's Easter Sunday and my scones are rising. Hallelujah. I love it, Marion. Brilliant. What else have we? What a team. You should have your own show. I have my own show, Dills. Do you? You never know. You never know. Hi guys, Linda from County Meath. Hi Linda Healy, how are you? Any pancakes coming sometime soon? Jenny, we actually made a video with pancakes already. Let's go back on the page. We show you. We didn't even measure anything in that either. When did we do that, lads?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Yeah, so go back to just before Mother's Day, which was the 22nd, I think. So I think we did it maybe on the Friday or Saturday. I think we did it on the Saturday. You see exactly how to make the pancakes. Breaking news, Sancho to Man United. Jesus, Jonesy, you're... I just ask you, PJ, how many points are United behind us? Come back to us there now, and the league will be finished. Are you people having a laugh? First, mind your business, and I'm not mean. Think about, it's not, hang on a second, now, this is a big one. For the good of the people, this how I can better out of this, so unless I tag you, mind yours and I will mind mine. What? We're going to Grace. Are you people having a laugh? First, mind your business, and I'm not mean. Think about it. It's not for the good of the people. This how I can do better out of this, so unless I tag you, mind yours and I will mind. Grace, I'm really sorry. I have no idea what's wrong with you. I have no idea. Give us something, Grace. We're not that smart here in the Treyvaud household. Keep the comments short and sweet and to the point. We're not that good at figuring these things out. Looking forward to making scones tomorrow. Excellent. Claire?
She was replying to someone.
It says replying to Grace. I think she was replying to herself. No? It says replying to Grace from Grace.
Could have the same name.
Could have the same name. That's true. That's very true. Grace, help us out here. Let us know what you're on about. Looking forward to making scones. Someone is on a rant. Maxine, I'm not going to lie to you. That's what I was thinking. But hey, look, it's Easter. I could be wrong. What are you going to put on your chocolate chip scones? Nutella or raspberry chocolate? Do you know what would be lovely on? We should have whipped a bit of cream. Oh shite, Dills. We weren't thinking there. Slack, yeah. I always put my scones on the top shelf. Mary, do you know what? You could be right. I've never thought about it, to be honest. I just chuck them in. Well done, looks fab. We're nearly there, lads. As I said, we're only waffling here. We're just waiting on the scones. We've nearly everything. You can't like your own page. That's what all the bloggers do. They're liking their own stuff. You can't be liking your own stuff. Do you know why? Because have you ever wondered why, actually? We're getting maybe a constant 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 views on our videos, and we're getting about maybe 300-400 comments, and then you see these other guys getting about 120,000 views, and you go, oh my god, they're famous, like they're brilliant. But there's only about maybe 15 or 20 comments. Do you ever wonder why that stuff is happening? The plot thickens. I mean, I wouldn't go so far as saying they're paying to have their video show up on your page. I wouldn't dare. I mean, who am I to say that? I wouldn't come up with something like that. Go back to where we got always on the top shelf. But I'm just saying, how do we have a fraction of the views with a load more comments? Or maybe we're just more interactive than these other guys. It's kind of hard to know. Morning, happy Easter, Yvonne. Grace needs more water with. Mary, Philip, Tom. Hey Phil, how are you doing, buddy? Good to have you on board. Phil, you've missed the scones, but we're back on at 11. The scones are coming out of the ovens now in a few minutes. Philip is with Flame International, guys, and he takes care of all of the distribution of our TV shows worldwide. Hence why Treyvaud Travels and Treyvaud's Kitchen is worldwide, currently on Amazon Prime. You can watch it anywhere in the world now. Hi from Australia. There you go, Suzanne. You can watch my shows, Treyvaud's Kitchen and Treyvaud Travels, on Amazon Prime. You can see it down in Australia. How do you do, Phil? Very good, buddy. Happy Easter to you. And happy Easter to Kildare. We're nearly there. Hate missing the videos live as I work in a nursing home. Mag, you're a hero. An absolute hero working in nursing homes. You're having a tough job at the moment and you're doing brilliant. Can't find the recipe, Paul. Missed the start of the video. Rona, it's okay. There's no recipe. It's just chuck a load of stuff into a bowl. We didn't weigh or measure anything. Just tuned in. Are the spuds parboiled or raw? They're raw, Richard, but that's at 11 o'clock. We're only making scones at the moment. I'm in bed and I'm hoping the hubby and son have made these scones downstairs. Oh yes, that would be nice. That's the whole plan of these. That's why I'm telling you guys, you get to get the mornings off. Thanks for the videos, Teresa. You're very welcome. Have a quick check on these now. They're in about 20 minutes. So for the fry, we're going to need obviously frying pan, a grill, have an oven turned on. How are we looking? Oh yeah. Still about another 5 minutes. They're still a bit soft. I can feel that. But they look fantastic now, I have to admit. Actually, I'm going to get a bit of raspberry jam. Who said that raspberry jam would go lovely with that? So we'll need a frying pan. You'll need a big tray as well for the fry. With tin foil on it or greaseproof paper. Tomatoes. We've got my tomatoes. It's half a tomato per person, unless you really like tomatoes. Then you can have as many tomatoes as you want. Isn't that how it works, boys? Tomatoes for a fry. So I'm going to have a frying pan. I'm going to have a tray. I'm going to have my oven on. We'll do the rashers under the grill. I'm going to show you, there's 2 rules to rashers. I'm going to tell you at 11 o'clock. 2 of the most important rules. Thanks. Morning, Paul. Happy Easter to you and your family. You too, Camilla. Thanks a million. Mine aren't rising enough. But you know, if it depends on what flour did you use, Anne. And again, look here. And here's what's really important, right? It doesn't matter. First of all, okay, it doesn't matter that they didn't rise enough. What's important is that A, first of all, you made them, and B, there's no such thing as a mistake in cooking. So think about what you did today making the scones and go, did I use plain flour and did I forget to put in bread soda, or did I use ordinary milk and I should have used maybe buttermilk instead? And then right next time I make them, I'll make them better. What are you looking at? Showing me as if there's can Jill sing the Firmino song? I always say, why didn't you read that out? I can see you. Do something funny. Get up. Go on, what's the Bobby song? Go on, you do. Give it to Bobby and his. What is that? See, come on, I didn't want you to sing it. Huh? And then you turn around so I can point. I can point, right? Okay, so. Si, senor. Give the ball to Bobby and he'll score. Is that it? This is very shy. Still haven't got much to do. Is that it, Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah. We are mad Liverpool fans now, I have to admit. We've been over 2 or 3 times. Well, I've been over 2 or 3 times in the last 12 months. Absolutely love Liverpool. Love the Jersey Dills. You'll never walk alone. Love it, Kerry. Love it. Must watch the Scones video later. Sure to be awesome. Yeah. So Zena, once I make them and put them into the oven, fast forward to like the gibberish we've been talking for the last 20 minutes. Okay, we're just waiting for them to come out of the oven. I could have just turned around and said, Bernie. McCaffrey, happy Easter from County Derry, great football top. See, they're all of them. I told you. Bernie Keown, happy Easter, love the scones. Roast beef for dinner, oh, I love it. I love roast beef. So we'll leave the fry up till another day. Perfect, good idea. Definitely watch it. Yeah, look, it's just a bit of crack. So now we're on a million miles off it. That's another 3-4 minutes. I'd say about another 2 minutes we'd be good to go. I'm going to keep going. Dills, you read out a few comments there. I keep clean.
Mine are in the oven now with raspberry and dark chocolate.
Oh, lovely. Send us pictures. If you made them, guys, I want to see the pictures of them. So, I want to see all the scones. We're still getting people making pizzas at the moment. It's just amazing seeing all the... We've done, I don't know how many of these cook-along now, guys. We've done about 10 cook-alongs at this stage, at least. And it's just brilliant seeing all the pictures coming in of people making them. So, love it.
Karen said, you haven't lived till you've been to Liverpool.
Yeah, absolutely. The atmosphere in Anfield is just, there's nothing else like it on the planet. I've been to Old Trafford, I've been to the Emirates, I've been to a couple of different places. I've never heard an atmosphere like in Anfield. Now, we're nearly there. I'm just cleaning up as we go along, waiting for a few minutes, guys.
James said, can you get a bet on Liverpool jerseys so early in the day?
No chance. Otherwise, Dills, he'll have to come in with no top on. Can we get a band? James Hurley. All right. I knew you'd love that. There's not. See how much we're wrecking our head. Okay, Dills, we must be nearly there. Where's my tea towel? So for the fry, guys, give everyone a shot. Give them a quick look there in the fry so that they know what ingredients I have. But you have whatever you want, lads. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, right? I'm going to take them out. They're not a million miles off. Here's how we figure it out. Look at that. We didn't measure a thing. And what am I looking for? We didn't measure anything. We didn't weigh anything. We just threw a lot of stuff. Look how much they've after rising. You saw me make them live there. There's no magic tricks or anything. I'm going to pick up one. I'm very simple. Better get a knife just in case. They might need another 2 seconds. We'll see. You paying attention? Okay. So go straight in. They are absolutely perfect. You'd swear I've done this before, Dills. Look at that, Dills. Trying to get right close up. So here's what you're looking for. if they weren't ready, right? Look at the dough here. It would still be kind of, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Doughy.
Doughy. The dough would be doughy. Our Lord has risen again. Brilliant. Yeah, so they'd still be a little bit doughy. And so you just throw them in for another minute or two, okay? So now we're going to get our little scones like so. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at this. You could sprinkle them now with a little bit of icing sugar if you want, or you can bring them straight down to the table. And now you know why I keep telling you to put on the little bit of baking powder.
Claire said, my son taught his friend how to make pizzas yesterday.
Brilliant.
We've tasked them with the meatballs and cook for both families tomorrow.
Oh, a cook off. I love it. I love it. See that? Look, getting the old chocolate chip. That's why we put the parchment paper on it, guys. One perfectly clean tray. Nothing to wash. There is methods to all my madness. Now, I'm going to get a bit of butter. I'm going to put a little bit of raspberry jam on top of that. And we're going to clean up and we're going to get set up for our fry at 11 o'clock. Tell everyone, lads, if you're having a bit of crack and enjoying these kind of things, well then tell as many people as you can that maybe enjoy the same. Still trying to figure out what that thing was, what that comment was earlier on. I don't know if people are giving out to me. We don't really care about these kind of people though, do we? No. But maybe, do you know what? I have been known to be misunderstood before, Shani, haven't I? Maybe I picked that one up wrong. I don't know. Good wedge of butter, a big dollop of cream here. We'll just get a little bit of raspberry jam. Hope you enjoyed that. We're going to be back at 11, aren't we, Dills?
Yep.
You're going to be doing a bit more because you did pretty much nothing there now today. Hopefully Sean will have stopped yawning. We didn't measure anything. We didn't. We just threw a lot of stuff into a bowl and mixed it all up until we made it all, and then we made scones. There you go. What do we have to say, Dills?
It's goodbye from me.
11 o'clock. That's 45 minutes. We're making the full-on fry, and it's goodbye from him.